Standing room only tonight as the two candidates to become Harrison County's next sheriff debate their views. The event was moderated by WLOX's own Dave Elliott, and Stephanie Poole was there and brings us more from tonight's debate.
Republican candidates Louis Elias and Matt Haley are vying to become the new Harrison County Sheriff. Tuesday night, Harrison County citizens filled the room to listen while candidates weighed in on hot-button issues. One question of the night: how do you see yourself maintaining the role of cooperations in relationships with agencies?
Having been the commander of the Coastal Narcotics Enforcement Team, I had to work with all of the chiefs all over this Gulf Coast, and there wasn't a time that I couldn't pick up the phone and call them for anything that I needed or resources that I needed, and I don't foresee that changing.
The first order of business that we have to take care of is untying the hands of our law enforcement, our municipal judges. That comes back to us as the sheriff's office, our policy not to accept misdemeanors. That is causing an enormous problem for our business community, a lot of frustration for our law enforcement that I've talked with.
Other questions like deputy retention and recruitment and management of jail grounds were also on the docket. Elias and Haley also voiced how they will reduce criminal activity. Elias focused on school shootings sweeping our nation.
It can change by redirecting funds, following a plan that we have researched since 2014, has the backing of federal, state, and local level law enforcement, school officials. That has to change immediately.
Haley focused on rising numbers of drug abuse in households.
So right now we're dealing with a lot of overdoses and drug issues with this fentanyl that's coming across our borders. It's killing a lot of people here locally, a lot of young people. With the open borders and the criminals and the drugs that are coming across those open borders, I feel like we need to do our part.
If elected, both say there's a great deal of work inside the department, starting with officers.
I think that we go back to prioritizing our spending. That's where it starts, and we are going to have specific plans to address specific issues that you mentioned. We stand ready to implement those.
It's very important to make sure that our officers have the resources necessary to do their job, and to always make sure that they are up to par on their training and the things that they do.
In Harrison County, Stephanie Poole, WLOX News Now.
Haley and Elias are both running as Republicans, which means the race will be decided in the August primary.